With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they go play action now. Burrow. Pass complete there to Nakua. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
11.
Complete to Puka Nakua.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. That is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
It's a pickup of 3.
Play action. It's Locke.
At their 49-yard line.
And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Steelers first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Locke. They'll roll him out right. Looking downfield for Jones. And he'll be out of bounds. That's not one you see often, illegal touching, and unfortunately for them, CD, it wipes away a big play.
Yeah, you just can't step out of bounds and be the first one to touch it when you come back in. That'll draw a flag every time.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
A 51-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
11 MT.
Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And it with Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Good set. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Here we go.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's caught, Puka Nacua. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Burrow on play action. Short throw complete to Gronkowski. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
11.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
They go play action with Burrow.
9-yard line.
Going to be taken in here by Nacua. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Short throw complete to Gronkowski. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Rob Gronkowski. 27 yards. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
Score. Visitors 6. Packers nothing.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
52. Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Got an open man, it's Devin Hester. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Yards on the play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There's his veteran tight end, Algie Crumpler. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
The 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. A beautiful fake. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
20-yard line.
Now Love. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Fitzgerald's got it right side. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
On the play. It's now 4th.
They go with Jacobs. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers are an extra point away from capturing the lead. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Here's the punter, McAfee, to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
Here we go, here we go.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. Unable to corral him. He fights through. With such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is and oftentimes is successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Ready up.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Love will sneak it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go now.
Love will sneak it. And he is over the line. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 29. Complete to Puka Nacua.
To the air again, Burrow. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
They start the drive with Lynch. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
An inside run with Lynch. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Levis sets up to throw here. He's going to find Atwell open downfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Levis looking to throw. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down, sacked back at the 5-yard line. Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him.
Jake Moody on for the field goal. A 22-yard.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. First down, the run with Lynch. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run with Lynch. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Now Levis. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0.
17. Our home team, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
you
down.
Don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start.
That's caught at the 25. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow sliding out of the pocket. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Burrow looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Levis. Throw downfield going to be taken in by Jackson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Levis to throw once more. Under pressure, and down he goes. Ed Too Tall Jones. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on 2nd and long. Levis. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short. It's Levis. Pass taken in. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Chiefs 24. Our home team 6.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Short throw complete to Gronkowski. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
14 more yards. That's another first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
And off we go from Denver. From his end zone, Wilson. And he returns this to the 22.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
He was tackled at the
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now we see the first throw of the ball game, and he's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Call it no gain on the With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And off we go from Las Vegas. Powering his way forward, and he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Hey, we got to go score. Let's go.
They go play action with Burrow. He's got a man, complete. A huge play there right off the bat, 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now it's Burrow, flushed out right. On the right side, this is Miller. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
That's good for a first down.
Burrow on play action. On the move to his left. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. Touchdown! Rob Gronkowski. 26 yards. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
11 MT, Tate.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get in to make it 8-0.
That makes the score our home team 8, visitors nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
On the set. Cougar 19.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll set up to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That's good.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back to throw again. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now the former rushing champ, this is Arian Foster. Down the sideline he goes, and he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Trey McBride from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have cut the lead back down to 2. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Visitors 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1 yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guy. And this is caught inside the 5. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter.
On one, ready?
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Side.
Burrow now off the bootleg, rolling to his right. Touchdown! Tanner Hudson taking it in. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Escaping the pressure right. That's to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out to his left. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
First down.
70,
First and 10 at the 17.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Steps away. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Hands it off out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Griffin. Flush to his right. Pass complete there to Nakua. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Griffin. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Puka Nakua, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Deshaun Jackson on the return. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
First down, here's Burrow. Open man left side is Gronkowski. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
11, mighty.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Play action. It's Burrow. Open man, that's Gronkowski down the field. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Trying to get it to intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have the foot. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40.
Here we go. Stop.
Now they go play action now, Burrow. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Stop.
They will throw on first down with Burrow, eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it.
Looking for Gronkowski.